You're not broken, unmotivated, or incapable of getting your life together, even if it feels that way most days. What you are is tired, mentally cluttered, scattered in 1,000 different directions. And it's not your fault, because you're living in a world that's designed to keep your brain overloaded every second of the day. Let's be real. No one wakes up and says, today I'm going to ignore everything I care about and doom scroll until I hate myself. But somehow, it still happens. You open your phone to check one thing, and 45 minutes later, you've gone from a video of a cat playing piano to watching someone's 15-minute skincare routine to questioning whether you should move to Portugal and start over. Your body is sitting still, but your mind is running a marathon. That's not laziness. That's overstimulation. That's a mind trying to process more than it was ever meant to hold. It's a brain that's constantly interrupted before it can even finish a thought. It's the mental equivalent of trying to read a book while someone flips the page every 2 seconds. We were never meant to take in this much. All the noise and opinions and dopamine hits. It's no wonder doing simple things like washing dishes or answering an email suddenly feels impossible. Your brain is on high alert all the time. No reset, no silence, no space to breathe between the notifications, the pings, the headlines, the arguments, the endless scroll of comparison and content and chaos. And here's the trap. The more stimulated you are, the more drained you feel. The more drained you feel, the less motivation you have to do anything. So you scroll more, you binge more, you distract yourself more. And every time, the mountain of things you should be doing gets taller and scarier until even brushing your teeth starts to feel like climbing Everest. It becomes easier to numb than to act, but none of this makes you lazy. It makes you human in a system that profits off your distraction. Start small. One day, leave your phone in another room while you eat. Go on a walk without a podcast or music blasting in your ear. Give your brain space to be quiet. Let boredom return. It's not your enemy. It's your brain stretching its legs again. You'll be shocked how much clarity comes from just doing nothing for a while. You'll also notice something else. When you reduce the noise, energy starts to return. The task you've been avoiding suddenly doesn't feel so heavy. You respond to that message, you drink some water, you take a breath, a real one. And from there, the momentum builds. Because once your mind is no longer buried under 500 open tabs worth of stimulation, you remember you're capable. You remember you're creative. You remember that you want to do things, you just forgot how to want them in all the noise. And don't let shame creep in while you're trying to get better. You're not weak because you couldn't get off TikTok. You're not a failure because your screen time hit 8 hours. These platforms are designed to keep you hooked because your attention is the product they sell. You are not the problem. But you can choose something different, slowly, quietly, intentionally. Digital minimalism doesn't mean going off the grid and throwing your phone in a lake. It means being more mindful about what you give your attention to. Because your attention is your life, and you only get one. So next time you feel lazy, pause. Ask yourself, am I really lazy? Or is my brain just exhausted from trying to survive a digital war zone every day? You'll find your answer, and it's far more forgiving than you think. You're not lazy, you're just overstimulated. But you're also powerful, and once you take your attention back, even just a little, you start to take your life back too.